Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode from glenandmado. For anyone who doesn't know us, guys, and is new to our channel, first of all, welcome, and we're very grateful that you found our channel. So this is Glenn, and he's from Ireland, and he's a very funny person.
Very funny, am I?
Yeah, you're very funny.
Yes, Mrs. Efficient from Germany, Deutschland.
Okay, if you've been watching our previous videos, so we traveled for a long time now. We've been together to Canada, now we're here in New Zealand. In between, we traveled around Central Asia.
5 years later.
6 years later, almost.
Oh my God.
We're still here on the go and traveling, guys.
It's too long, guys. It's too long now.
So now we're in New Zealand on a working holiday visa for a month, almost exact, right? 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Around 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So
we're trying to give you guys our first impression on our experience so far in New Zealand, the people, the culture, and the whole country in itself. So
yeah, because I feel like in that 4 weeks, so many things have happened already. So I hope you guys are interested in more like a kind of like us talking, and we show you our place where we're living. We're currently in a tiny house. It's been a dream of us, especially of myself. I always wanted to live like in a tiny house. Maybe we'll build one in the future, who knows. But like we just want to talk about our experience basically for the last few weeks and what we think about New Zealand. And basically we arrived in Auckland. We stayed there for about 4 or 5 days where we organized our bank account.
that's where you set yourself up mostly, yeah.
Exactly, you set yourself up. Yeah. We got a car straight away. We bought a car of people.
Because
and then,
you have to take into consideration, people obviously fly from Auckland, so they drive to Auckland, and that's where you buy the car mostly. That's where most of the sellers are selling the cars, so that's probably the best place to pick a car up.
Yeah, and you also have to consider that like public transportation is not the best. We know from people that drive around and go around the country with like hitchhiking and other transportation, but I think it's the best way to get around if you get a car, and they're not too expensive. Especially in the low season, they're quite affordable. Yeah.
There is a lot of old cars on the market, so you can pick them up pretty cheap, guys, especially if you're on a budget. We paid just under €3,000 for our cars, so which isn't too much.
That's what we did in our first week, and then we posted a post in a Facebook group about us, just introducing us, and a nice family reached out and ask us if we want to come to their farm in Tauranga and help them out with the gardening, with all sorts of different things. And we're like, sure. We haven't done any research prior to coming to New Zealand.
Nope,
we're like,
just going with the flow.
Sure, where's Tauranga on the map? Tauranga is about 2 hours away on the east coast, 2 hours away from Auckland. Then we decided to come here, and now since then we live like since 3 weeks.
And I think we're just too comfortable now. We didn't plan on staying so long. We said to ourselves maybe 2 weeks. It's nearly a month so far, and we're still gonna stay a bit longer because we kind of feel like we've moved into the house and everything is actually in the house now, and we're gathering things, and it's an issue because when we have to move out, we have to take everything with us.
It's a nice experience. I always wanted to live in a tiny house, so we can show you the tiny house in a bit. You have to consider like the season. So wherever you are in the world, in New Zealand is like currently we have like June, and it's the start of winter, so it probably goes until like I would say this September, where it gets a bit better. And the area is pretty cool, like the Bay of Plenty. They also call it the Bay of Plenty because
it's volcanic soil in the ground, and everything grows, exotic fruits, everything. And I'm very surprised from this fact because we have similar weather back home to New Zealand.
Yeah, it's just the soil, and it doesn't get that cold. So winter at the moment, like beginning of winter right now, is around, I would say 13 to 16 degrees.
It's very pleasant,
but it rains a lot, and we get some really nice and beautiful days, but like with cold air, you know? They're nice.
That was at the start, but it seems like it's getting actually hotter, even though it's getting further into the winter.
It's more mild.
Yeah. We've been very lucky so far.
Yeah, so far it's actually been great. That's why also we're thinking of like staying here, and like so nice. And we have like so nice company. Look at our friend Max. Oh, that's the farmer's dog, and he's always with us because he's so used to staying in the house. So yeah, we're very lucky spending time with this lovely dog.
So we've actually never really experienced working on a farm. I know it's not proper farm work, but we will get to that into the future. Over the next couple of months we're gonna do a different variation of everything, but at the moment we're just helping around because the woman that lives here is very overwhelmed with other things at the moment. So
busy, very busy. They both work full-time.
Yeah, so we're just doing the little things that they can't really do and takes a lot of time, like gardening, weeding, walking the dogs, little things. But
we painted a really long fence,
bit of painting.
Yeah,
we're gonna do a bit of spraying on the weeds, you know, different variations of activities, and we've never done as well, and it's nice to experience that from our side because I do want to learn and dip my feet in different areas of work.
People say it's boring gardening, but actually we've never done it.
It's satisfying, so to be honest. We've never really done it, so yeah.
And like it's all about like spending time outside and outdoors, and when, you know, we can choose our hours whenever we want to.
10 hours over the week, yeah.
Basically, I don't know if you explain that whole concept of like, it's kind of like you trade your time for like food or for an accommodation. So basically we get the tiny house. We don't get food here at the moment because we have like a lower range
of hours. Yeah.
But like there's places like websites.
Woofing. They require maybe 4 hours every day, so that does add up.
On average.
Monday to Friday, yeah. So we have helpX and Woofing. So helpX is basically you help around the house and do chores and help the family with just little duties. But Woofing is more you actually work on an organic farm. You kind of live off the land and the vegetables. You eat the vegetables, and the people actually provide the meals, 3 meals a day plus accommodation.
I think it depends. So they have like everyone has a different arrangement of what you get in return. But basically the whole concept is like traveling on a budget and being able to experience the country and the culture. I guess
because it's not really costing you any expenses because they're providing the necessary things to get by every day. So
it's a great thing. I think for us it worked pretty well. Well, we found a family on Facebook groups. I think Facebook groups is a great place to find also people. Yeah.
There's a lot of Facebook groups you can reach out. You can talk about yourself, give an introduction about yourself on a page, and then people will reach out to you and offer this like a place to stay or a location in New Zealand.
Yeah, but if you really like in the need of like finding a job straight away, I think this is a good way to start off coming to the country and like find a helpX or Woofing or something, and then from there you take it from there and like look for jobs. That's what we're doing. We're now in Tauranga and now looking for smaller jobs. We basically the other day found a job. This is also something we can talk in another video of how to find jobs.
Yeah.
But like we found a small jobs working on an avocado farm, cleaning up the land, you know, making it ready for the winter season. Also great experience.
Yeah. Avocados in New Zealand. Still can't get over that fact. So we kind of just drove around, and you can just knock into orchards and farmers and ask for some casual work. The thing is, it's all networking here in New Zealand.
I feel like everybody knows everybody.
So people are very friendly in the countryside. It's like a big community. Kind of everybody knows each other. You know, you speak to somebody, he's like, I have a friend that may give you some work.
I know this person, that person knows that person. They everyone is kind of connected. I mean, obviously, like, what's the population of New Zealand?
It's actually the same as Ireland. It's about 5.2 million people. Yeah. And it's 3 times bigger than Ireland, so still can't get over that.
Yeah.
And it's really cool.
Well, it's an advantage, maybe also disadvantage if everybody knows everybody. Well, but like so far, so we only here in Tauranga. We've traveled to Rotorua for a few days. You can see that in our other videos. But basically, we've just experienced like the north, and based on our experience meeting people, everybody has been very friendly and helpful so far. Yeah. But I also notice, especially here around Waihi Beach and Tauranga, because it's not season, I feel like there's not many people on the streets.
It's like a ghost town.
So I feel it really hard to make connections and actually meet people. So that's, I feel like a bit of a struggle meeting new people.
It is what it is. We have to push through and make things happen. But everybody does say it's quite busy in the summertime.
Yeah.
In season.
Everybody says that the South Island, even people are more welcoming, more friendly. Like, I mean, I find people already friendly, but
there's a reason behind that, because there's a lot actually less people down on the South Island. So.
Okay, maybe that's a reason, but like we have like really great experience. Like for example, like the other day, like when we finished on working on the avocado farm, we drove by at like a garden, and the night before there was a big storm, so they had like mandarin trees or orange trees in the garden.
Hundreds of them on the ground.
And hundreds of them are on the ground, and we're like, oh my god, like maybe they need some help. Maybe we can find a job or help them picking the oranges. And then we went there, and the people were like so friendly. They didn't even need work. They were just, oh, we have so many oranges. You can take them, take as many as you want. So what I also noticed, like people, there's really a neighborhood kind of community everywhere. Everyone is helping each other out with whatever they have too much.
People kind of trade goods.
Yeah.
It's because groceries are so expensive here. People kind of trade goods, vegetables for fruits.
Actually, I want to show you all them oranges we got. Like these are like the avocados we got from the orchard where we worked, and then that family gave us all them oranges. We actually have more, and macadamia nuts. Actually, I've never tried macadamia nuts.
These ones are ready to go, Madeline.
They're ready to go.
These are a year old, so
last year, so we have to
crack them open.
Yeah, I've never done that before.
More lemons and oranges and stuff.
Yeah, we got lemons and oranges.
So yeah, if you know the right people, you can actually come across a lot of pretty organic goods here.
Yeah.
And talk to the farmers.
And it's helpful, and it's so helpful because like groceries in the supermarket, it is quite expensive. So it's nice like when everybody's helping out each other. And there's one thing
that drives. Can I talk about this because I'm the learner?
Yeah, but like let me make the introduction, because I thought like maybe Germans are crazy drivers on the streets, and I thought like New Zealanders, they're all very quiet and polite,
relaxed because the environment they live in.
Exactly, but not when it comes to driving.
I'm a learner driver and I'm trying to stick to the speed limit, but it's very difficult when there's a lot of cars up your ass, and everybody goes over the speed limit here in New Zealand. I've noticed everybody just seems to zoom ahead.
They're always in a rush. I feel like
everybody's stressed out and rushed. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's something maybe changes the further south.
I'm not sure if that's a common thing for you as well, guys, but that's from our experience driving on the streets, especially as a learner driver, trying to keep to the speed limit.
But like maybe it's gonna be better in the south when people, maybe there's more space, more quiet streets. I don't know. Oh yeah, and another thing with the car, what I also noticed, that whenever we go like for a walk or for like leave our car in like a parking lot, like when we went to Rotorua the other day, there was like a big sign, hey, please don't leave your car unattended. No, don't leave your values in the car. So
don't leave it unsupervised. Yeah,
unsupervised, because like they have there's a
lot of crime rate. A lot of people do break into your cars. Crime rate is going up in New Zealand. There is good and bad everywhere.
I mean, I would say this is also after effects of COVID. COVID has an effect on every country. No country is perfect. People say like the crime rate increased, and this is one of the factors. So
it's not talked about enough, really.
Yeah. So be careful about like your belongings in your car. So just take all the valuables with you. That's basically it. I didn't expect it, so I was just a bit shocked hearing about that. As I said, like we're living in this cool tiny house, and we're so comfortable that we don't want to move out, so we thought we're gonna show you around.
Yeah, we're gonna show you an inside of a tiny house.
Give you a small tour of this cool house.
Something we kind of want to do in the future ourselves.